Hello, my name is Brooke Williford, and I'm going to be discussing my LabVIEW Homework 1 VI assignment for electronic instrumentation. On my screen, I have the front panel of my VI, and on the left are all of my numerical controls. So I have temperature, the capacitance at zero reverse bias, NA, ND, and the potential of the anode with respect to the cathode or VR. All of these can be adjusted by the user. Right now, though, that they are set to the default values that were specified in the assignment, and I decided to make VR default to -1 because LabVIEW automatically defaults to 0, and according to the formula, VR must be less than 0. On the right, I have my numerical indicators, which are the thermal voltage, the built-in potential at the junction, and my junction capacitance, which is what we will finally be solving for. Switching to my block diagram, I decided to use a case structure to handle the fact that VR has to be less than 0. So here I have VR going into a greater than or less than 0 block that goes into the case structure. So I did this because if VR is greater than or equal to 0, then that makes the case structure run the true case, and that gives an input error to the user using a one button dialog box. So, and if it's false, if the case is false, then it will run all of the calculations necessary to calculate the junction capacitance. So here I have the calculation for VT, which is K times T all over E. And that's here, K times T divided by E equals VT. And then down here I have NA times ND divided by NI squared, and then the natural log of that, all of that. These two values are multiplied to give VBI, which is the built-in potential of the junction. And that's going to be used to calculate the junction capacitance. So the junction capacitance is calculated using VR divided by VBI, and then that's subtracted from 1, and then that is raised to the power of negative 0.5. And finally, that's multiplied by CJ naught to get the junction capacitance. So I just want to show this working a little bit. So back to the front panel. As you can see, if we switch the value of VR to 0, we will get an input error. VR must be less than 0. So the user hits OK, and then they can adjust and make the value a -1, and it'll calculate accordingly and not give any error. But if it's anything positive or if it's 0, this error will pop up. So, and that's it. Thank you.